racked up some pretty impressive frequent flyer miles.
Now, this week he's in Australia to encourage Aussies to have their own adventure, and he reckons there's no place like home. That's his hometown of Christchurch.
It's the show that pits contestants against each other in a race around the world.
Welcome, everyone. In just a few minutes, you will be leaving on the adventure of a lifetime.
The Amazing Race has been giving audiences itchy feet since 2001. Host Phil Keoghan is well versed in dishing out crazy challenges.
And in this roadblock, teams are going to have to learn how to get and keep all their ducks in a row.
Phil bears witness to people giving their best.
Darian, Matt, you're team number 1.
Wow, that feels good. Oh, that feels so good.
And their worst.
Karen, Jessica, this is the end of your amazing race. I'm sorry to tell you, you are the last team to arrive, and you have been eliminated from the race. Does he get angry like this?
Yeah, we worked so hard for this. It was something we wanted to do together.
Cranky contestants aside, now Phil wants viewers to join him on a new adventure. He's inviting you to visit his amazing place as the ambassador of his hometown, Christchurch.
It's the longest time he's been in one place for one time, but we got him here for now.
Go, guys.
Sorry, wait. Just before you get on the next flight, welcome to the morning show.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Good to see you. Hey, 9 years, 7 Emmy Awards. Are you amazed at the amazing success of The Amazing Race?
Well, I think anybody in television who can have a job for 9 years in one job, it's a miracle almost, isn't it? I mean, so yeah, I really didn't think it would go more than maybe one loop around the world. We got to do it. We're coming up to the 17th season we're about to shoot. Yeah.
Oh, I love it too. Hey, are people surprised to learn you're a Kiwi?
Yeah. I have this crazy accent. You know, it's if I was to hang around you long enough, I'd start speaking like you. I'm sort of a chameleon in that way. I just sort of.
So you can just pick up Kylie's accent like that, just as easy as that?
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's just as easy as that, but I tend to listen to... I grew up, you know, a little bit in Canada and the Caribbean, so I had a West Indian accent, and then I've been in the States for a while.
So constantly orbiting planet Earth, where's your favourite spot around there?
Well, you know, one of the reasons that I'm really excited about getting involved in promoting Christchurch and Canterbury in particular is my parents live there. And when I think of home, that's where I want to go. And... you know, to me, the best places are where there's great people. And, of course, with my family being there, it just sort of made perfect sense. When they came to me and said that they wanted me to promote that specific spot in New Zealand and invite Australians to come over. It's only 3 hours away for you guys, and your money's worth a lot more when you come over there.
So what you're suggesting is we all go and stay with your parents? Is that what you're getting at?
Well, there is that. They do have a bed and breakfast. They do have a bed and breakfast outside Christchurch. But,
of course.
You know, it was an easy matchup because I've been lucky enough to travel to over 100 countries in my career and work around the world. And, oh, yeah, there's my parents right there at their bed and breakfast. Yeah. And so to be able to go home, there's something very special. And I think it makes perfect sense for Australians to just... I mean, 3 hours is nothing. Yeah. Right? You watch a movie, you're there, and you're in New Zealand in a totally different place. You've never been there.
I've never been, I know.
That's ridiculous.
I'm going to go now that you have told me, because I love your show, and I'll do anything you say.
Well, so you know what I think we should do? I think I should use some of my influence to speak to the Christchurch and Canterbury tourism people and see if we can't hook you up with a flight. And maybe you guys could come over and do something.
Now, this is what we want to do. Kylie and her husband are going to race me and my wife over there.
Fine with me. Sounds good.
I love how you live. I've got your book here, No Opportunity Wasted. We've got this at home, and this is a way you live your life, right?
Try to, yes.
Yeah, by taking it, because you had a near-death experience when you were quite young.
Very young. When I first started in television.
Which set you on this amazing path. When you've said here, Phil's current list for life, age 30-something, and you've got a list of 15 things.
I'm not 30-something now, by the way. 40-something.
Of these 15 things you listed, things like, you know, pilot's licence, complete Hawaiian Ironman. Yeah. Have you done many of these things?
Well, a couple of things I've adapted. You know, before I had my child, I have a little girl who's 14. I always wanted to climb Mount Everest, but I've kind of pushed that down because I think it's a little irresponsible to go stand on top of Mount Everest when you've got a 14-year-old child. And with the Ironman thing, what I ended up doing was I wanted like the biggest physical and mental challenge of my life, so I ended up bike riding across America last year, which was one of the toughest things I've ever done. It was like 40 days of 100 miles a day or 160 kilometers a day. And I lost about 8 or 9 kilograms, and I took my dad with me, and we raised money for MS. And so along the way, people from MS would come out and support us. We raised $500,000. That was an unfortunate crash that I had along the way.
Yeah. Phil, it is an amazing life you're leading. Will you do me one favour before you go?
Uh-oh. You want me to eliminate you or something?
No, I want you to say, Kylie and Larry, you are a team. Could you do that for me?
You want to be number one?
I do want to be number one. Will you do
really?
that? Yeah, I've always wanted to hear these words from Phil's mouth.
I'd like to be eliminated, so would either one?
Down camera 3.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Kylie and Larry. You are the official winners of the amazing race. You get to go to Christchurch in Canterbury, New Zealand. Well, I got to work on the deal, but I'm working on it. And you guys will have the time of your lives.
Thank you, Phil.
Congratulations.
Great to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
The next season of The Amazing Race will air on 7 later this year.